turn off?
It was off, so. It was off, I didn't even turn it on. I thought I had it on, but I must have pushed the off button. So, because I just put a new battery in it, so. Okay. Everyone, do you have two sides? Is there two sides then? Perfect. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about a credit card today. So the goal is you have a little sheet of paper, and this is to get you kind of a hands-on kind of feel for it. Now I'm gonna need one of you. Do one of you at least have a Chromebook with you? Okay. Okay. I need you to log into Apple's website. So go to apple.com. All right. What we're going to do today, we're doing section 6.8. Okay, we're dealing with compound interest. And I'm going to show you the kind of the shortcut that works, and this works for any type of credit card, as long as they have a certain percent, and I can show you what we're talking about here, is we're going to look at how to use a credit card to buy something. And what that entails and how you keep track of what your payments are, okay, and how you actually do the math behind it. Okay, so we're going to look at the actual math that's involved, the actual formula that they're using, and we're going to do an example of like actually finding our payments and making payments. So that's what we're going to look at. So we're going to make payments on it. And we're going to see, can we keep track and see, does that make sense? Because we did it for like the simple interest loan. We did that when I think you guys did, I think it was a drum set and a car, or a suitcase.
And
we
a
talked
tank.
about, yeah, and a tank. And we talked about, what the monthly payment would be. It's different when you do a credit card. The monthly payments change. Like what's left on it. So, because there's always a fee being added in. It's not like when you take out your simple interest loan where you know your one payment per month, and that's it. Like that's the only payment that they have you make. Okay? All right. So a credit card. So, Eric, are you on the Apple's website? Okay. All right, we're gonna buy a MacBook. So go to the MacBook Pro. So we're gonna go to Apple. We're gonna buy a MacBook Pro.
The new one's going?
Yeah, MacBook Pro. You can choose whether you want to do a 15 or 13. So click like the Buy tab, so we can get what the prices are gonna be. Okay. So you can either choose 15 or 13. Choose right now which one you like.
It only gives me one.
Okay, what is the price? Do we know the price of that object?
4,000.
Wait.
$5,000.
Whoa, that's the MacBook. You're looking at the iMac. I want the MacBooks. That's an iMac.
Oh.
An iMac. Click on the Mac, and I want the MacBook Pro. Okay. Click the Buy tab up here. That way we can just jump to what the prices are going to be. Okay, now you can choose 13 or 15. Choose one. You want 15? Scroll. Give me one of those. I don't care which one you pick.
$2,799.
Okay. Okay, just to let you know, that one you just chose, the 15-inch MacBook, is that one sitting right there.
What?
So,
That is around 15.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about what the payments would be, okay? If you used a credit card, here's what it is. So now this is where you need your piece of paper, this one, and you need your calculator in front of you, okay? I think I have my calculator right up here, okay? All right, here's how this works. If you used a credit card, which I did not, okay? If you used a credit card to buy a MacBook, here's what it would do, okay?
I'll put that down.
The credit card itself, you charge the credit card, so you swipe the credit card with Apple, they charge you, and then they have you make monthly payments. The credit card itself, if you use one, most credit cards will peak at about 24% interest. Okay, what 24% interest is this is the extra fee they charge per year. This is per year.
Brandon Galkin, please come to the office. Brandon Galkin.
So if you were not to pay off the MacBook in 1 year, you take 0.24.
Ah.
Take 0.24, you take it times the 27
Or
2,799.
there is a difference though.
What?
The storage on it. What's that?
Oh yeah, so mine is, I just used the base model. So we're just gonna use the 2,799. All right, if you were not to pay over that MacBook over 1 year, like not pay for it, and it just runs up on your credit card, this is what they're gonna basically charge at the end of the year. This is the extra fee you'd have to add into there, okay? That's a ridiculous amount of money, okay? So what you need to do is you need to make payments on your credit card. That's what they do. You make payments over time. Okay. All right, so here's how this works. Okay, because the numbers will be slightly off.
Did you plus that number? And
With that other one, yeah, you do that technically, but we're not doing that right now, okay? All right, so here's what I'd like you to do. We're not gonna do the 24%. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2%. What 2% is, this is the fee you get charged per month. This is the fee per month on a credit card. That's what a lot of people don't know. It's a fee per month. Okay, so here's what you need to do. On your sheet of paper, the first box you need to put, so on your little sheet of paper, okay, you have, I think, what, 5 boxes going across, correct? Correct? You have 5 boxes going across. You need to put the $2,799 in the first box. So write that in there right now.
And the amount?
Yep, in the amount. That first box, it says April, I believe. Put $2,799.
Okay. I need a pencil.
Yeah, this one. You have to sharpen it.
Alright, you keep it. Let's go grab. Or do you have a pen? Pen will work.
I think I have a pencil. I don't know if it's sharp.
Oh gosh, that's awful short. No.
Okay. So it's $2,700, but it's $2,799. Okay. All right. Well, in the next box, what they want you to do is they want you to multiply by 0.02. So take your calculator right now. Take that number, the $2,799, take it times 0.02, and I want to know that number. And that's the number that's going in this next box.
55.98.
Say it again.
55.98.
98. Okay, that's the extra fee. So that goes in the second box, $55.98.
What goes in the first box for April?
Yeah, the price, 27.
2799.
Okay, and in the next box we multiplied by 0.02, and that gave us the $55.98. Third box, you add the two numbers together. You add this number, the $55.98, and you add the $27.99 together, and make sure you're using decimals. So $27.99. You're going to take that you're going to add that to the $55.98,
Okay.
and this will be 2854.98. Everyone got that in the third box?
Yep.
Okay, what that box says above it says total, correct? That's the
Yep.
box. That's the box you're going to use total. This is the new total. So if you at the very end of April,
It says new balance.
Yep. So middle box is total. Okay. In the fourth column over, it says the fee you're going to pay, or your monthly payment. You're making a monthly payment of $68.
Wow.
Okay. So take this price. Take this price right now, the $28.54.98, and subtract $68.
Slave.
So 2854.98, and
Times?
subtract 68. And I want to know what your final price is going to be.
2,786.
2786.98.
Yep. Or no, 86. My bad.
So what is it?
That's what I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 2,786. It's up here. Okay.
2,786.
This number is what you're going to put. This number right here is the number you're going to carry to the next box down. That's going to go here.
Ah.
Because now we're into May, I think. April, May. Okay?
Nay.
May. We're gonna do it all over again. So we're going to do this one more time.
So you take-
So you take your new number, 2786.98. You take it times 0.02. That number goes in this next box here, which is 55.74 if I round.
Or don't forget about our handy tool, remember?
Or what? Oh yeah, the percent tool. Yeah, but I'm not using that. I just take it as 0.02, I should say. We add that number, the 55.74. We add that back into my price, which is the 2786.98. is you add this number into the one that was in front, and this is the number we get here, which is 2842.72.
What are you doing, Mark?
Taking this price
Yes.
times 0.02 to get this number, because 0.02 is the number that they charge you every month. To get this 55,
What do you get in the interest?
that number, 55.74.
Yeah, it's 55.79.
74.
Alright.
Typed in somewhere.
Took something wrong.
I took it times 2%.
27896.98.
2786.
0.98.
What's the balloon number?
2842.72.
Times 2.
0.02.
2842.
Oh. Doesn't work.
And then what's my monthly payment going to be again?
557.
Okay.
That's what I got.
55.74. We make my monthly payment of $68 one more time. This is in that fourth column. We make a $68 payment. And we have to subtract that off. So subtract your $68 payment off of your price. That price you just got here in blue. So if you subtract 68 from that, you get 2774.72.
227.
4.7.
Oh, 27.
And this was, I think, the first month was April, correct? This was April. This next one we just did May. And now you're going to have to do June, which is the next box. And what do I do with that 2774 number?
Bring it down.
Bring it down, you go to the next, and you start all the way over again. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to continue your numbers through the first 5-6 boxes today. That's all I want you to do, the first 5 or 6 boxes. Okay, I'm going to watch when you're done. We'll turn this in, we're going to continue at a later date. Okay? Pretty easy. Was that the application due today?
The window's open this period.
Yeah.
Is that
10 people signed, that's all I care about. Perfect.
representative?
Yep.
Lucas, I don't know why. It's Lucas. He put a bunch of .000.
Yeah. Alright, good, that's all I need.
All right, good.
Easy peasy.
Thank you, Ward.
Good. I'll add you to the list.
I'm sure the first one, right?
Yeah. I had people pick up applications, but I didn't have anyone actually fill it out yet.
I have nothing to do right now with Finance Carpentry, so I figured I'll go set it all and get a bunch of people sign it.
Okay,
See ya.
so let me, yep, 2774, yep, so then that number carries down. Okay, so
That's what I got.
that,
I took,
your numbers are off, you're missing numbers. That's fine. That number should have been that, you missed the 6. That's why your numbers are all off.
oh,
That's 2786, 86.98, and then you carried that number. You took it, that's why
Does it
your numbers
always
are
have to
different,
be-
because you were doing different numbers than me.
Do we just take, like, do we just take
Take that number, yep, times 0.02, then you add it into the price, you subtract your $68 payment. Done.
oh.
86.98 times 0.02 times 0.02. There you go. Equals, boom, 5574, that's what you put here, 74. 74, good. You add this number, the 55.74,
Yeah,
with that number, you add it,
okay.
and that's the number you write it here. So you need to scroll down. You just want to use this paper, good.
I got it.
Okay. So add that in. So 2786.98 plus the 55.74 equals, boom, that number goes here. That's your total amount for what you're paying for that MacBook. 2842.72. Now you're going to subtract your $68 payment. Boom. That's the number that goes in this last column. Close enough. 2774. 4.72. Boom, that number carries over. Does that make sense now what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go about 4 or 5 boxes, done for the day. What you're starting to see today is what it's like to actually keep track of a credit card payment. Does that make sense? Like you're doing like, this is something I would do in my checkbook. Like when I'm, like if I were to ever use a credit card to buy something like that, I would not. So, just letting you know, so.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the first 5 boxes done, and then you're done for the day. That's all I want. I want you to get some hands-on practice with the credit card.
What do I do with the last part? I forgot.
Okay? Did you make your $68 payment?
Yep.
Okay, so you subtract your 68.
1, 2,
So that-
3.4, 9.
Okay.
Or,
Okay, 49. And you subtract your 68, and that's the number, then you carry the number over to the next column. That's, because what you're supposed to have here is the 68, and then when you subtract that number, it's supposed to be.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So, all right. And then carry that number over, so what is that? Oh, that seems really small. Hold on.
You add this.
So, you added this number and that number,
so,
Oh,
and
no,
then,
I
then
added,
you subtract.
I did.
Then you
Yeah.
take these, add these together, then you subtract 68 from it.
Oh, wait, no, I took that plus that.
Oh.
I see what
All right.
or,
you did. Wait, so
you take your 2774.72
Yep,
times that.
times 0.02, yep. And that number is at 55.49. Now what you're going to do on this next row is you're going to add these 2 together, put that number there.
So
So you're adding these 2.
these 2 are okay.
So it's two. Good.
Okay. Yep. That number goes here. Yep.
2,
That's what I got.
3,
Okay. And now that number goes here, right? So that's this number. That's this number. Because you, or I guess it would be, where are you at? Where are you at? Oops, lost track.
23.
Oh, that number, yep. That number that you got goes here technically.
Okay.
And then, yep, 2830.21. Okay, good. 0.21. And now subtract your $68 off of that, because that's your monthly payment. Boom. And that's what you're putting in that last box.
Okay.
And that number will carry to the next column. And, oh, it actually worked out to be even numbers. How'd that work? You had decimals here,
Mm-hmm.
and then you subtracted $68 and the decimals went away?
Mm-hmm.
No. You forgot to write your decimals down. 2830.21.
214.
214, yeah. You have to subtract 68 off of that. Ah. You forgot to put the decimal. Ah. Alright, perfect. Yep, and then carry that number to the next column down once you have it.
2.
And now you know where to go from there. Okay. You guys are off on that one.
68.0.
Alright, perfect.